her. She said she's got her insurance information on her phone.
I would have to ask her. Brandy?
Who's in what car?
This is Brandy.
Okay. Brandy, it's all right.
I'm just going to tell you my personal experience and a company I would never do business with. So stick around until the end. You know which ones not to use.
Hey, I'm Blogging Brandy, and this is our Versity, a university for RVers. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how the different carriers calculate costs for RV insurance and some of the different carriers to choose from. Be sure to stay tuned till the end of the video because whether you're renting or buying an RV, the process can be super stressful and you don't want to make the same mistakes that I did. But I've got something for you, some tips I'm going to share with you to help make the process
seamless.
Let's get started. Your auto company may let you have your RV on their policy and it's going to give you multiple discounts. You might actually need a specialized type of insurance. My insurance, I pay less than $100 a month for this van, if that gives you any idea of how much your insurance will cost. But I don't have full-timer insurance. I have like a part-time insurance. It's just for recreational right now because I don't even have 2,000 miles on this thing. When you're buying your RV insurance, Good Sam's is where I started. They'll shop around different companies. I don't know if they even sell like their own insurance. They may, but when I call, they just shop around to different places. So it's just kind of like a shopping service, but it's worth it. That's how I got mine. They do sometimes offer paid in full discounts or monthly rates. I pay mine monthly, but that's just me and I'm a business owner and I really like to pay everything monthly unless it's certain things that maybe don't cost as much. But something like that is a heavy ticket item. I'm gonna pay it monthly versus overall at one time, but they do have discounts if you pay in full. How does the cost and carriers different? These are the basic things that insurers look at when they're insuring your RV and what kind of makes the price fluctuate. So the first thing is the RV types and model. A bigger RV is going to cost more to insure because it's going to cost more to replace or fix should something happen. The more expensive the RV, the more expensive the insurance. That's just hand in hand. The state in which your policy is issued, other vehicles in your household, you might have a multiple policy discount depending on if this is something that you insure with your other cars or not. I actually had to have mine insured separate than my auto insurance because my auto insurance doesn't carry RV insurance, or they do but they outsource it to a company I don't do business with, Progressive. Don't ever get that. They're going to look at the driving history of anybody that's going to be driving an RV. This is a massive ton vehicle that could kill somebody. The amount of coverage that you're trying to get. So are you trying to get 10,000? You're trying to get 20,000, 100,000? The more expensive the RV, the more expensive the coverage. If you're going to be full-time or recreational. And like I said, you really got to talk to the insurer on what they consider full-time because your full-time and their full-time may not be the same. And plus, they just up the limits and the coverage a little bit. You may not get what you pay for depending on what you're expecting out of that. You may just be paying to pay. And I've heard it's really expensive. I know when I got a quote, it was probably like 3, 4, 5 times as much as what I paid. Completely different. Now you know how to get your RV insurance. And that's just one of the costs associated with buying your RV. If you're trying to learn the whole RV buying process, I did make a video about financing and choosing the different types of RVs, which one might be right for you. I put that in the description below. When I got started, I had no idea about buying an RV. Nobody taught me anything. It was such Greek language. I put everything into an amazing checklist for you in the description below. It is my RV buying guide for all the things that you need to think about before you actually make this purchase. Not just your insurance, but the whole buying process. Do you want to finance it? What do you need it for? Are you buying the right one for you? All questions I had. I made really expensive mistakes and I made really cheap mistakes. You don't want to make the expensive ones because they live with you for a really long time. Check all of that good stuff out in the description below. Any of the other stuff I mentioned, that's where you're going to find it. So if you're not checking the descriptions, you're missing some really good stuff. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm Brandy of bloggingrandy.com. I've got to get that. I'll see you in the next video. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you